Okay, here we are, Peruvian Andes Adventure 2014, Randy and Ben. Guess where we are? We're at the SeaTac airport.
Heading out.
Heading out. Randy's got his compression socks right there. Nice. Ready for the flight.
Got my magazine.
We just got, we spent $15 each on a magazine because we're at the airport and getting pretty excited. Okay, here we are, Peru Trek trip, still day one. It is May 17th and we are in an airport again. We're at good old DFW. Randy's started on his collection of suckers. He's also getting his last
taking my last email.
Yep, can't live without it. I haven't showed off my new haircut yet. I went into the hair salon and said, yes, I want a buzz cut. This is what I got. Very happy with that. Just got a Spanish phrase book as well.
Nice.
Which is right here. This could be useful. Yeah, we'll see. Flight departs from that gate in about an hour and a half. Okay, we made it. We're now in Lima. It's almost 1 in the morning local time. Randy's got the spot out right here. We're transmitting. Somebody will probably know we're in the parking lot at the airport. Julio, who's picking us up, got Rockstar parking. He's about, 100 feet from the front door. He's paying our parking ticket right now, and then we're gonna head over to the hotel and hopefully get some good sleep. And you can definitely tell we're in South America. Lots of Coca-Cola signs. Okay, here we are, it's lunchtime, May 18th. We're at the Plaza Norte bus terminal and eating at the Auto Grill. There's Randy. There's the grill. Found a food court in the mall. Not exactly authentic Peruvian. However, it is close to the bus terminal and got some really good fried plantains. Catching the bus in about an hour. Okay, and yeah, don't forget the key. We got the Inca Cola, which tastes like carbonated bubblegum. It's pretty nasty. Here we are, just after lunch. Just walking through maybe the swankiest mall in all of Peru. Probably in all of Lima. It's brand new. Check out the ceiling though. Nice white tarp. Randy says he's over here. Works great. Keep off the rain until it starts raining. We're not going to be here to see that. So shops we did not patronize were the Cinnabon. And we're just making our way back to the terminal. Catch our 1:15 bus. Got maybe a 9-hour ride ahead of us today. Should be great to see the countryside though. Alright, here we are. Kind of wrapping up day 2 in Peru. Here's Randy. We're at the Morales guest house, which is actually very nice. Oh, and then Randy's basically sorting the candy collection right here.
Seeds, candy suckers, shot blocks. Some Noon, Electrolyte Fizz, Big Bars, Blueberry. We got it all. We're ready to trek for 15 days.
Zoom in. You haven't even seen my stash yet. That has not been contributed. Margarita Cliff Shots is probably the highlight. Here's the room. There are actually 3 beds. That's pretty nice. Got a window looking outside. It's dark out because it's about 10 o'clock. Just got off the bus about 45 minutes ago. And boy, I can tell you that bus ride, I was kind of something else. About 8 hours, and not sure Randy did hold on to his lunch, which was really nice, but he was getting a little queasy at the end. Here's the
13,000 foot pathway they crossed.
Yep, here's the rooms, sitting room outside our room. Yeah, we crossed a 13,000 foot pass, and now we're down at about 9,700, and ended up walking up 4 flights of stairs to get to our room, which left us pretty much out of breath, which was hilarious. And so, just gonna take it easy tonight, and yeah, check out the town tomorrow. Alright, here we are. We're at the Central Market. Randy's eyeing up some chickens, or actually pretending not to look at them, apparently. It's a good couple good chicken stalls here.
For dinner.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Some more Juarez street scenes. Alright, meat stalls. If only I could record the smell as well. Randy'd be all over that. Look at this. So we've happened upon some pretty awesome fruit and vegetable markets. Bags and buckets of peppers. Awesome potatoes. All right, here we are. There's Randy. Here's Ben. This is May 19th, day 3 of the trip. We're walking back to our hotel, trying to dodge cars. We just had a really big lunch of Andean potatoes and beef, and there's basically no more room in our guts for our diaphragm. So, for any air. Oh, look out for the pig though. So this is our first acclimatization day, and it's been pretty nice actually, walking around town. Here is the guest house. There's the sign, the front door, and Randy, I'm pretty sure it's back. We'll go find out. So. Okay, here we are. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Still May 19th. We're at the guest house balcony. This is about 5 floors up from the street. It's pretty nice. This is the panorama of Juarez. Kind of looking at the direction of downtown right there off into the sun. Looking north up the valley is Huascaran and those mountains. And those clouds. It's the highest mountain in Peru. Pretty neat. During dinner and breakfast, we've been staring at this stuff the whole time. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Spent the day out on the town. Now we're just kind of chilling, waiting for a 5 o'clock meeting. Oh, there's our nice water heating system. Solar backed up by some gas in that shed. Randy again, reading a book.
Reading. See that, people? I read.
Deep survival. There's pretty good stories in there. Pretty good conversation. Comes out of reading that stuff. And here are the street scenes. See if I can find some street dogs. Oh, there's one. These guys were fighting all night last night. Oh, this guy's kind of cool. He's up here on the second floor, just barely looking out. Let's see some great construction practice here. Stuff in process. And when you're done, well, you're never really done. You don't stop. You just leave the rebar sticking out. Because why? Well, you never know. You never know when you're going to start again. All right, here we are on our acclimatization day hike. Going up through a nice herd of sheep. They were doing some good bleeding. Tiny lambs over there. Very happy. Hey, little guy. Yeah, you're not breathing as hard as I am. No. It's Randy and our guide Amir and Lillian. Alright, here we are coming down from Laguna Awak. Said that kind of right. There's Randy. We're about 4,300 meters now. Had lunch. Actually feeling pretty darn good. Definitely now that we're going down. So we topped out there at about 15,000 feet, which is highest we've ever been. Now you're seeing views of Juarez down there in the distance. Kind of zoom in, you can almost see the guest house, but it's hidden by some hills. And yeah, we're actually feeling pretty chuffed. Can't wait to, you know, get a few more days into this trip, get a little more acclimated, and then yeah, we're definitely feeling good about ourselves. We're talking about, you know, all the bike racing we want to go do now, and all the climbs we want to go sprint up with our higher red blood cell count after the trip. So pretty happy about that. Also discovering some fun things about my altitude watch. You can read it here. 4,326 meters. It beeps, and we couldn't figure out why for a while. At first it was beeping on our long bus ride in, and I just shut it off in the dark. But it has a bunch of Easter eggs built into it. So first beep is for the elevation of Mount Fujisan, and when you get there, it tells you you're there. And then we got Mount Whitney, and then we got the Matterhorn. Haven't crossed anything higher than that yet, so we're going a lot higher than on the trip. So we'll see what other mountains are programmed in. So otherwise, yeah, feeling pretty good. Took half a Diamox yesterday, half one this morning. Definitely makes you urinate a lot, I'll tell you that. You keep on drinking water, so it's pretty fun. Alright, that's probably about it.
One died because he suffocated to death down there.
Randy's telling stories. And then we're looking out at a mine over here. All these Canadians. Probably can't even see this Canadian mine stripping off the top there. It's terraced in blue. It's pretty cool. Alright, here we are. What's the date today? It's May 20th?
May 1st. Oh, hold on. 20th, I was on GMT time. That
was in New Zealand. May 20th is the day 4 in Peru. We are getting ready for the trek tomorrow. The big trek. As you can see, we have gear spread from proverbial hell to breakfast, all about the room, trying to pack and repack and decide really what needs to go in there. So it's all a good sign. Got boots, just got our crampons fitted, got those hired out, so that's nice. We're also enjoying Randy's collection of C's candy suckers. This is a nice vanilla one. Randy, what do you got? Alright, here we are. Randy, obviously. We're in Pokpa Village, walking up this kind of cool stone alleyway. Just killing time till our next appointment, which is tea time at 4 o'clock. It's pretty rough, I'll tell you that much. Cool little plaza here. More stairs. Pretty neat. Some old terracing on the hillsides out there. A lot of terraces we saw today. A lot of work on the hillsides. Can't quite figure out what they're growing. I think it's actually just making level ground for pasture. Yep, there's an eagle silhouetted up there. We're on a little trek between tea and dinner in Pokpa. Okay, it is May 21st. This might be our 5th or 6th day in Peru. I've lost track now. It is the first real day of walking on our trek. Yesterday was just the bus ride into Pokpa. And we found ourselves in the middle of a school field trip. This is their hiking day. See all the kids up there. Some more behind us. There's Jorge, Lillian, Kiara. Randy's kind of hanging out up there. It is a very nice day. It'll be sunny in the valley pretty soon, but we're enjoying the shade for the moment. Okay, here's Randy's new best friend. She helped him take his leggings off. I think she's the school dog. Okay, here we are, a little short break. We're approaching a new dam construction site, hydroelectric dam, so this is a little work research. This will be, zoom in here, you can see some of the penstock. We'll see where the water inflow is. Not sure if they're going to pound anything behind a dam. They actually have quite a bit of elevation drop, as you can see. This will be for Pokpa and Yamak. Here's your intrepid narrator. And down there we have the powerhouse under construction. Let's see how this is all being put together. Oh, so here's the dam. Pretty small one, really. Only a little bit of impoundment. Definitely makes sense given the elevation drop. Probably 200 meters down to the powerhouse. Down there, actually fiberglass pipe.
And as you can see, there's actually already a little bit of distribution here. A couple of power lines. We think this is coming in from up and over the mountain on that side. Okay, here we are, more hiking. Apparently we are walking way faster than Jorge expected, which is good. We only had an hour to go to camp a little while ago, so we're getting a little detour into the Hyundai Valley. It's pretty nice. It's our first kind of big snow-covered peak up there. Just walking through some really nice grassland here. Andean lupin. Okay, this is very cool. We are walking along the hillside here, coming across a bunch of different sort of extinct glacial moraines. Those are the lumps in front of me here, kind of back up the valleys where the glacier once was. This is the third or fourth that we've walked across. Pretty neat. Glaciers have obviously been gone for a long time because we've got grass and soil back on top of the rock here. But very cool nonetheless. Also, the rock formations here are really fantastic. There are some amazing layering up here, and the uplift is just incredible. Get some more shots of that later on. Over here in the distance has been one of my favorites for a while. It's almost folded back over on itself. Very cool. Here's our camp coming into view for the first time today. Donkeys have definitely raced ahead and beat us there. There are, not all for us, there's another group out there trekking. They've got the orange tent. Got the yellow dining one. There's the rest of the group. Looking up the valley, that's where we're headed later tomorrow. This is Cordillera. Made it to the top of our first big pass. And of course, Randy is sitting in his chair. We went up the little peak from the pass. And on the left side is the drainage to the Atlantic through the Amazon. So it's a height of land here. It's a red lake. Crossing over here is the valley we hiked up. And that drains to the Pacific. This is looking back at Poca Cocha. Cocha is the Quechua word for lake, and Poca is red. A bunch of iron nearby. It's the road we saw from the top of the pass. Kind of worked our way side hilling from up over there. You can hear pretty labored breathing. It's kind of normal at 4,600 meters. Bunch of cattle. And this is where we're headed. It's about 11 o'clock. And gonna keep trudging. Oh, the hit parade just keeps coming. We are getting better views. Heading down towards lunch. We're looking at Shashenka Grande is the one in the middle, and there's a little one on the left and its brother up on the right. We actually saw the one on the right from the valley yesterday on our hike in. Very cool. Nice glacier up there. You can climb this apparently.
No?
Their campsite for tonight. Big glacial valley.
Is that all like water?
This is a
in the valley.
big moraine.
The
Glacier retreated farther.
That
Another moraine. Green. Then the lake. And then
I know,
all the
looking
way
from
back
here,
up there.
Down there, like you're just gonna.
That's where the glacier is now. We got Randy working on his guiding skills, bringing Lillian in down this descent. It's pretty cool. Definitely been a Made it to Camp 3. Second day of real hiking. Yes, those are my sunglasses on the top of the tent. Just rolled in. Actually got a hell of a view out there. You can see that. Windy, but very nice. Came over a big pass today. Around, I don't know, 4,700 meters, and I am whipped. Guess I get to go and wash my face pretty soon. But, I'm just gonna lay down for a minute. It's hiking at 15,000 feet definitely takes it out of you. Got a little headache today. I had one at the end of the day yesterday. Kind of thinking that's going to be pretty normal for a few more days until we get really acclimated. Randy's had a headache off and on a little bit too, so other than that though, this is pretty darn nice. Oh man, this is rough. It's about, I don't know, 8 p.m. on, I think it's Friday. Turned out to be kind of a tough afternoon here. Gory details after being constipated on and off ever since we got to Peru, because all you can eat is greasy food. Ended up with some pretty lousy diarrhea today. Jorge and I think it's the result of probably some stomach bug. Yeah, so here I am, haven't vomited, which is kind of nice. Had 2 Pepto-Bismol over the afternoon. Finally around 7, I was feeling good enough. No, I had to go back out. Yeah, another round of diarrhea, but after on my way back, felt good enough to start treating some of the other symptoms. So I had some acetaminophen, 2 of those. Hopefully it'll deal with this fever, because I think there's some, I've got some kind of bizarre hot spells here, not so much cold. I'll tell you, trying to manage this stuff at, I don't know, 15,000 feet, it's quite a challenge. Took some Imodium, so probably stopped me right up. Jorge came by with some pretty amazing tea. There's some sugar in it. A couple other things, I'm not sure. Got the Nalgene bottle down at the inside the bag. It's nice and warm, keeping my feet warm. And I don't know, spend a little more time curled up in the fetal position, right side, left side. It's pretty good on the stomach. And we'll see. At least we got some sort of diagnosis and explanation for why I felt so bad today. Still haven't totally ruled out the fact that it's altitude related, but definitely feels to me like some sort of stomach ailment, which is, I suppose, encouraging. So I'm gonna sleep for a while and see where that takes us. Up here on the ground is a baby caracara. Kind of see it walking around.
cool photo.
Randy, stay there.
Oh, no. That was a really cool photo.
Yeah, that's okay.
Here we go, got photo time.
There we go. I took 3.
There's Kiara. Okay, here's more video just because it's fantastic. Shirishanka Lake. You think back there it's very crystal clear and clean. It's the lake we were looking at yesterday. Very cool. That's the valley we kind of camped in. We were hiking up a valley paralleling this one. So let's see if I can get these names right. So this is Shirishanka Nina on the right. That's Rondoy. And then the next peak is Shirishanka Grande, followed by Yaropojaca, which is the second tallest in Peru. The next one on the left is the smallest Shirishanka. And I think that one far left is some minor peak, doesn't have a name. Walking through this very cool high valley, all sorts of bog type features. All that bright green stuff is actually really hard. You can just walk on it, you don't sink in. Not mossy at all. Turns out we pretty much probably have the best guide around. He knows the huayhuash in and out, and he's been taking us on alternative routes, which has been really fantastic. Actually a few other groups, maybe 4 or so, that are kind of on the same schedule that we are so far. But during the day, when we're trekking, it's pretty much just the 5 of us out here. And we somehow have to get out of the head of this valley. No idea how that's going to happen. Be fascinated to see. Keep you posted. It's very neat. We're hiking up a ridge line, but it's the ocean floor bed turned on its side, and this particular layer has eroded a little bit faster than the ones to the left or to the right. Been doing that all morning. Pretty fascinating. Some new mountains coming into view in the clouds there. And per usual, some labored breathing. But feeling a lot better today than yesterday, that's for sure. Oh yeah, here we are. Little class 4 scramble here, just a traverse. Cars making the moves. A little bit of exposure. Jorge knows the way. Comes Randy through the grass. Veggie belay. Veggie belay. I've definitely finally figured out our route here. This is panning back from whence we came. Kind of that little scramble to get up on the right part of this hillside. There's the nice deep valley, and in some pretty big scree fields. There's the crew. We're gonna head up the hillside here on our right and then cut over left. Probably across some of those loose rock. Definitely below that snow field. And then heading down, a little bit of green grass towards that pass. Hey, who's that? Oh, that's Randy. Can see him anywhere in this jacket.
That's right.
So we're at the high point of today, also the high point of our trek so far. Zoom in on the altitude watch. That's 16,100 feet, give or take few hundred, not sure about the calibration. Blasted through alarms for Mount Blanc and the Vincent Massif on the way out, so the watch here continues to provide some Easter eggs. Rest of the party coming in, framed by a couple of cairns placed across the route. Get to head down. There's Randy again. Down over into the saddle. Apparently there's a valley and a lake over there for lunch. For those of you following along at home, this is also a reminder that this water still drains to the Atlantic. This goes into the Amazon. There's a road way off in the distance, kind of a new one I think that they're making. It's a dead end. Doesn't connect to anything yet. There's more of it, if you can see it. Walking through another valley. Kind of lost track of what camp this will be, 4 or 5. We'll do a reckoning tonight. That's Sulia Grande. Generally climbed from the other side, however. Dirty old glacier over there. And some water down here. Very nice. Little sheep just outside our camp. Just made it in. Good sound effects. Randy just tripped over the rope right here to show you what that was. Yep, it's a guy line for a tent.
We're company for tonight. Staring at us.
It's got close proximity to donkeys and horses today.
Caracocha. This is our view out of our tent.
Alright, time for the Saturday, May 24th, late afternoon medical report. We're inside our tent. Have I shown this off yet? It's pretty good. There's Randy over there. Oh, he's reading a book. Made some really good progress on it too, even. So we think that this is now the smallest tent that we could possibly have, because we need our space. It's very nice. Okay, yeah. Back to the medical check-in. I did not end up retching my guts out at all yesterday or last night, which was very pleasant. Jorge gave me some special tea, and I think it was black tea with honey. And then this morning I was allowed to only eat saltines, which is fine because I'm going to start a blog now when I get back about saltines being the new superfood. They really are. I had, I don't know how many crackers today, but that was the power food of the day. Raise your hand if you have a small headache. And that seems to be the norm. We wake up in the morning and things are good, and you hike for a few hours and you're good, and then you go up a pass and it's higher than you've ever been before, and then you get a headache. So we're back on the Diamox, about 67 milligrams a day. No, at a time, and 2 to 3 a day is kind of what we're experimenting with. We went off it for a couple days. We were on it in Juarez, and then we stopped, and now we've gone back to it in the last couple. Seems to be pretty helpful. than that, I'm feeling better. Get some strength coming back. Tomorrow's a rest day. We're thinking it might be a no headache day, which means we'll walk around the lake for an hour or something like that. It'll be pretty nice. It's a reward. May 25th, 7 a.m. edition of Stuff That Does Not Suck. Totally clear blue sky. Here's what we get to look at over coffee. The lake. Today's our rest day. It's gonna be a headache-free day, we have vowed. Which means maybe just some easy strolls. Yep, got some local dogs. Thinking they can get away with just about anything coming into the food tent. Pretty much standard dog behavior. Oh, there we go. Here we are at the ticket collector station. Every little village that we go through or area has got somebody that comes out and charges you money to camp there, move through 20, 30, 40 soles. Pretty typical. So every group this morning that we've seen come through our camp has got to stop here. I think this is a group of Israeli trekkers. We had one guy yesterday come up on a horse out of nowhere, kind of like Pale Rider, out on the plain and charge us money. Pretty fascinating. So here's rest days in camp. Lily doing some laundry. Randy napping. We can go out for a little walk soon. More of the local dogs around. Just taking care of things that need to be taken care of. Lots of tea, late breakfast. Pretty nice. Very easy hike on the rest day, kind of at the head of the this older glacial lake that we're camping on, the name which I can't remember and also can't pronounce. The wind's picked up a little bit since this morning, but the air is really fantastic. Just looking back down the lake, that was where we're camping. If I spin around here, I think I'll be facing the north side of Ciule Grande. That's Yarapahoja. So it's about 11:15. And if I'm in the southern hemisphere in May, I got my back to the sun. I think I'm looking north, but careful on quoting me on that one. Could whip my compass out, but that's in the back of my pack. These two are the Shirishanka peaks. I made it up to this bit of a bench land here. Plenty of work for today. A good spot as any to eat an orange. So that's what I'm gonna do. Down there you get a really good view of the moraine that's blocking up the lake. Pretty neat. Farther down the valley, I'm almost positive there'd be another moraine. Some other glacial maximum. Can't really make it out here. We're not going to walk farther down to find out. There's a village 2 hours down the valley that way, which is where all the people live, most of them, who also occupy these huts. They come up here on the weekends with the kids and their potato fields and sheep and everything else. Some more there shining in the sun. Pretty typical stone corral for the sheep. Back up that way is the valley that we walked down yesterday to get to this lake. So just had a peach and an orange. Pretty tasty, keeping the scurvy off. And it's actually really nice bench land up here. I'm at the top of it, which is nice and makes an easy walk down back to camp. A pretty lazy walk so far. Looking forward to lunch and then napping and reading in the afternoon and recovering and getting stronger for the rest of the trip. As you can hear, voice is a little bit scratchy, a lot of cold, dry air. Definitely takes a toll on the throat and the nose. But more on that later in the Sunday afternoon medical report. Here's a close-up more or less of the Andean dandelion. Missing leaves. Here's some, maybe you can see that. Apparently they don't grow very tall, the flowers anyway, out of the ground. But they're everywhere. Alright, almost done with my day hike. Managed to come back about, I don't know, 100 meters above our campsite. There's Randy, kind of strolling down to the water. There's a red vest down there, I bet. Bunch of our tents. This is the family that lives here. They're out working the potato fields today. Also got the horses in the corral. Try to find my way down here among all the various labyrinth of stone walls and whatnot. Then it'll be time for lunch. Trucha, rainbow trout that Jorge caught.
I missed it. Está tomando.
Tiny guy. Yep. So these are live wells when you're backpacking. I think he's gonna be into the skillet at some point. Some sort of birds flying in formation. Very cool. Didn't get a good look at them, but there they are. At the Medical and Health Report, May 25th, 6 p.m. edition. I'm feeling a lot better than I was a couple days ago. The rest day definitely helped. Getting over the little bit of food poisoning was also obviously really important. I guess the best sign is that we're doing the medical report from outside the tent. So that is pretty nice. Randy didn't feel so good this morning, got some runs. So he stayed in camp most of the day, but I don't know, it's kind of looking up. We kind of settled into a regimen here of Diamox morning and evening, about 62.5 milligrams. I think before I said it was 67, and that was supposed to be 125 divided by 2. The fact that I really couldn't do that math was also a bad sign. But the rest day has been really useful. Got a pass tomorrow to go over about 4,800 meters. See how that goes. Hopefully we'll get less of a headache as the days progress. Day 5 of the trip. Dinner's coming in about an hour. Jorge caught a nice looking rainbow trout, and he's still out there fishing. So I'll check in later, dinner, maybe later tonight before bed. Rest day's done, we're packing up camp. There's Lily, getting her stuff ready. Day packs here. Randy's pack. Some local kids in the neighborhood. Ticket collectors are back at their position, waiting for people to come by. Here's the crew, making quick work of everything. There's Orange Jacket Man. walking through a channel carved out of a moraine here. Pretty substantial. It's been going on for a while. There's a small flow of water right now. Very active landscape. You can see this into the sun. There's a big chunk of the hillside that slid down all the way through here, covered the channel we were walking through, and then dammed up the river, a little creek, made this lake. Oh, and here's a classic. This was Randy photographing a mountain varmint. Got the chinchilla. It's gone away. Not a marmot, but probably the equivalent. They like to come out in the sun. We found it on this rock. Carne Acero. We just started our steep part of the pass today. Moraine Lake, big moraine, bunch of small lakes. This whole walk up the valley, we were watching snow fall from that snowfield there. Really loud, pretty cool. Never saw the glacier calve, but always saw the slide. Amazing snow on these peaks. Chico. I've been walking down from Sula Pass through this very marshy spot. It's very cool. This green moss that I'm standing on right here is it's not soft, it's really hard. Actually very easy to walk over. You can jump between it. It's quite fun actually. Just had a really good lunch. There's Randy and Jorge. Walk down, kind of skirt that lake, around to the right to the community of Huayhuash for camp. Carne Acero Lake from Carne Acero Mountain. Lots of ducks. A rice paddy looking thing. Hey there, little dog. What do you think? Do you want to come home and be a pet? We'll clean you up. Give you a bath. No? Okay. Doesn't last long. What else are we going to talk about now that I have the camera on? Headache report.
Got kind of bad on the way down from 15.5 today, but it's gone now, so
Yeah.
I'm alright.
I have a little bit. Mine seems to be more delayed than Randy's. I've got just a tinge here. We're on 125 milligrams of Diamox a day. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon. We're out there paying the ticket collectors. Those are Randy's feet inside socks. Yep. It's a good thing they're in socks too. They're probably funky. No, they're not funky. We get our bowl of hot water every day. We're diligent about washing.
Yeah, wash our feet, wash our heads. Every day, wash our hands.
It's more of a view from our tent. Buenas tardes. You're on film. Gracias. I'm scary. So, early morning packing. And Randy's got a new friend helping him pack. Very chill dog. There's another dog, very chill. They're like the most relaxed dogs that I've seen the whole trip. They just sit around and observe. This is Trek Day 7. Left the tiny little hamlet of Huayhuash, walking up over a 4,700 meter pass. Started at about 44,
Not a real big deal today compared to yesterday. Should be pretty easy. Looking forward to a bath in the hot springs. That'll feel nice. Great cliff face over here. Snowfield above it. Really got socked in with fog last night. Got up about 2:30. Turned on my headlight outside the tent and it just shone right back in my face. It was so thick. Filled up my nose with water and instantly sneezed. Pretty incredible. Makes the sleeping bag pretty wet. The gear's damp, but like any other day, so far the clouds are lifting, sun's out, temperature's coming up just a little bit, lifting off the dew point, so we'll lose these clouds. Nice look back down the valley. We're there in blue. It's Kiara bringing up the rear on the hills. She's still sick. Got her lungs full of some junk. I don't know, might be getting better. She had an easier day yesterday. Again, another old moraine and moraine lake there. Oh, better go and catch up. Well, there we go, center frame, the waterfall and a really nice rainbow right at the top. Ready to go. Leprechauns at the bottom, pot of gold. Guest narration from Lily. On that same very cool rock face. There we go. Treats. So Randy's got his little handy container full of hard candy. That's it. There's about 10 pieces in there. This is power. There we go. Oh, nicely done. Peak has some name, not really sure what it is. Jorge says that's 5,000 meters only at the top. No, Randy and I think it could be a little higher. Kind of hard to judge perspective. Okay, snack time at the top of Cordillera Pass. And there's Lily eating an apple. This is the Cordillera Rara. Butchered that. Different mountain range though, separated by the valley. Bunch of cool peaks over there too. There's our guide drinking out of the Gatorade bottle. Cool pack. And Lake Baikanga, that's where we're going. Yeah. You thought we were in Peru. No, we're on the ice planet Hoth. Look at that guy. thing we brought along our lightsabers to cut him open and crawl into. There he is. Proud. Okay, here we are. This is Lake Baikonga. Randy was just joking about the sign from ways off, which we thought was a danger high voltage. But funny enough, it is power related, as in power, Peru, SA. Maybe I'll translate this when we get back. Who knows? Pretty cool looking lake though. Snowy Peak back there. Okay, so this is the Lake Baikonga Power Works. Down there, it's probably the water inlet. Looks like we've got some channel on the hillside. Actually grabbing some more water and dumping it into Lake Baikonga there. Probably just to add to the flow. Go down and check it out. Mountains that we were looking at when we were snacking at the top of the pass. And down over there is more concrete works, some more channels. Haven't figured out what's going on here. Haven't found any power lines. Definitely a lot of dams. Big buildings for out here. A lot of work to bring in that material. Well, there are cooks out there on the plain. Jorge and Roberto on the camp. Got Randy over there by the gate. Definitely some flood works. Pretty neat channel here, probably walled up. Rock and face, a little bit of concrete. Going over to the dam, the spillway. Randy filming. So, not generating any power. Some sort of flood control or something. Not really sure what's going on. Figure it out someday. Tea time at camp. Popcorn day.
Cheese.
You know what's really good
Cheese.
is popcorn and cheese.
What?
Eat a bit of cheese and then a bit of popcorn together.
Nice.
Wow.
Señoritas.
Gracias.
Gracias. Está muy bien.
Sí. Ya, señoritas.
Gracias.
So, Randy, any thoughts on aguas termales? The
They're
hot
very
hot
nice.
springs.
Very
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
I feel clean. First time in 8 days.
8 days. The hot springs camp.
Actually 7.5.
This is
Ready
We
to
took a
start
shower
not to shower.
before we left.
Ready to start not to shower the day of.
Oh, what? I showered the morning we left.
Yeah, that's what
I lost 1.5.
I didn't see the point.
Lily, thought of the day.
Oh, I feel like a new woman.
You washed your hair in the creek. That was really impressive.
Thanks.
She like down there, feet in the water, bending over.
Oh, I swam in the creek. I put my whole body in the creek.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm not British for nothing. I can do anything.
All right. Oh, and then the critical thermos of hot water, which basically never runs out, as far as I can tell. And then this is how we make tea all the time. So there we go. A very nice selection of teas. Oh, multicolored.
And hot.
Hot and hot.
Wait, the peanut butter.
The peanut butter, yeah, which we only get a very little of all the time. There might be one more of these left, but probably not.
So we're
All right.
basically savouring.
Time
We'll
to
get
eat.
to the.
Sunrise on Pumarinri. We are at about 5,200 meters. Randy, just putting our glasses on. Our intrepid guide, Jorge. Gracias, Jorge. Good route, good steps. Just put my helmet back on, put my axe back in my hand.
Top of Pumarinri. I see it made here. It's right
face. Soft. Just had our snacks. Got up here at 7 o'clock, about 5 hours. Over in the distance, first big tall peak there is Zulia Grande, and then behind it is Yurpahoka. Lots of wind. Cloud deck over there. Not here though. Tracks came up this way. Rope. Here's Randy skiing down the dirty scree field, coming down from Pumarinri. Doing it like a pro. Better put this away before I trip and fall. Here we are, stumbling towards Koyuk Pass because we keep looking at Zulia Grande, Yurpahoka. It's pretty incredible. Every time you look up, trip over a nice big rock like this. That's why we're still wearing our helmets though. We're protected. Fall down. I think we're gonna be tired later today. How many hours of sleep do you get, Randy?
About 3.
About 3? Really? I didn't get more than 5, but I didn't get less than 4. So that's lucky, I suppose. I think next time we do this, I gotta take a nap or something. Yep, see the tripping. Paso Kuyuk. That was the way from Pumarinri. You can't see the top here. It's kind of hidden behind it. There are 2 vicuñas up there. If there's any way you can see them. Very cool looking rock here. It'll fall over any millennia now, probably. This is down in this valley. Randy's sorting some gear. Over here we've got our spectacular peaks again, Zulia Grande and Yurpahoka in the background. Not tripping this time because I'm standing still. There we go. Then we got some other here, which the name is Good Sun. And then spinning back, it's the Cordillera. Butchered that again. Probably the last time we'll see that. So here's me looking, pretty mountaineer-like. There's Randy talking into his little microphone. All right. Well, 10:30. 8.5 hours. We made it to camp. Included a summit, a pass. It's time for a nap. Here's the crew, all relaxing, waiting for the rest of the party to show up. Not a bad spot for a nap. Bluebird day. Thursday, May 29th, day 9 of our trek, leaving our campsite. This is the spiritual figurehead of this particular campsite. Maybe you can see that. Walk around. Pretty cool little stone statue. I'm feeling pretty good. The best night's sleep so far on the trip. Woke up once or twice only, so that was pretty nice. Head up San Antonio Pass today into the Clinca Valley. You can see our assortment of menagerie of animals there, our horse and other donkeys. You guys do a ton of work. And donkey drivers packing up boxes and boxes, getting ready to head out. Here's Cerro San Antonio, full of wildlife. Vicuña's way up high. Like the mother of all scree fields. Probably can't see any of it because we're in the sun, and I blame Randy because he wanted to walk in the sun and not the shade. Otherwise you'd have a really good shot of this. But so it goes. I'm up 4,700 meters, maybe a little more. There we go, the Vicuñas hauling. Cerro San Antonio. That's the side we came from. Jorge and Kiara. And then here's the view. It's Zulia Grande in the forefront, the whole range, and then the top is Yoropahoja. Glacial lakes. Smile, Lily. There we go. Jorge. Horsey. Me. It's about 5,100 meters. Made pretty quick work of it. Feeling pretty good today. Here's Pumarinri, where we were yesterday. There's a saddle in the middle. We came up just left of that and over the lip, and then down to the right and up to the pointy summit with the snow. Just the snout of the glacier. Dirty, dirty. Lots of gravel.
Dirty, baby.
Lily. And it's Carne Cerro. Jorge says it's a nice climb. Randy said he'll take his word for it. Well, we've reached that time of day again where it's kind of too cold to be outside unless you really have a purpose. It's also getting dark. It's about 6. So everybody just basically ends up back in their sleeping bags in the tent, unless you're Jorge out catching fish. So, May 29th, medical report. It's empty. There's nothing to say.
No headache.
No headache.
Ooh, bloody noses though.
Yeah, bloody noses. Definitely bloody snot for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough.
Lots of lip balm up the nose to moisten it, which feels really good.
It does. Never borrow Randy's chapstick.
No.
Ever. You do not want to do that.
No.
So we would have gone out and actually tossed a frisbee around right now because it's the first day we've actually had a lot of energy. Except we're in this field of cow poo. There's just like everywhere you step, and there's no way we could manage the frisbee. So I'm gonna skip that. This is about the 12th day at 10,000 feet or above, and maybe headache free now. So there might be definitely gotta be some adaptation going on. But man, it takes a long time. So there it is, May 29th, day 9. There's Jorge improving the stream crossing. See how that goes. It's good. That was the outwash, the outfall from the nice stream here. Lily moving into the stream crossing. Looking good, looking good. Oh, home free, home free.
Oh my god! I don't know I was gonna fall there.
That's why we were filming it.
We are hiking into base camp of Ciudad Grande, and there it is, out there in the sun. There's the crew. Keep going.
Make a picture.
Okay.
And you will tell your parents, say, I was in Young Simpson base camp.
Here we are at the Joe Simpson Simon Yates base camp. This is a look up at Sulia Chico. Not seeing Ciudad Grande. I think it's off to the right here, hidden behind that. We'll have to look for that. If we walk a little farther, lots of nice flowers, mountain lupin. And then a nice monument rock. Pretty cool to boulder. No crash pad today though.
Go down and cross the another ramp, go the another way. It's the idea.
Okay.
Or it depends on you. If you want to go back in the same trail.
Oh, like out and back like loops.
Let's do another jump.
I think that's different. We're waiting here for Kiara. Maybe if you want to go to another stop.
Good.
Well,
Rest day.
Okay.
Made it to the highest point on our rest day hike. A really nice red rock to perch on the top of the moraine, looking out over the lake. Cerro Paca, I think. Looking up into the mountains, not sure if that smaller one on the left, but the tall one is Cerro Paja. And then there's some clouds. And up a little bit closer, just poking out, is Ciudad Grande. Climbing route goes around through this moraine, up that glacier, and up the valley to the right. Cerro Paja route goes similarly, but somewhat up that face. And then Ciudad Chico with the sun, and this is in the foreground. Looking back down the valley, this is where we came from. We're camped down there in Catatumbo or Kalinka. Good one. Here's either an abandoned or never finished house. No roof on it, but plenty of walls. First room on the left. Kind of like it's outside. Here's the inside. The rocks are stacked amazingly well. There's nothing, no glue, no mortar. No cement holding them together. It's just sheer mass. Weight. Kind of reminds me of playing the Scarab of Ra. Go down the hallway, go forward, take a right. Hopefully you don't pick up a rotten melon. Saturday, May 31st, day 11 of the trek, hiking through 6-foot tall mountain lupin. Pretty incredible. Started at Catatumbo in the Kalinka Valley, walking down through Huayllapa at below 3,600 meters, we're pretty stoked. Might sit there and just breathe for a while, and we go back up to 4,300 meters again. The mountain loop and walk continues. This has been going on for about 20 minutes. It is pretty incredible. All up the hillside. Down a little gully. It's Randy's shadow right there. Well, getting a little bit closer to Huayhuash. These are the first trees we've seen in about 11 days since we were in Hokpa. Finally down low enough so that they can grow. Pretty cool walking along. Very nice stone wall. This downhill walking, pretty easy.
We're finally below 13,000 feet.
Yep, critical 13,000 feet mark. We're below. That's the tree line.
It's been a long time.
Long time. That's a waterfall. Got some Andean air plants growing on this rock. See the leaves and then the roots down here, they're just dangling. Very cool. And here come the burros, the burro train every day.
There's our burro train. And here,
They make it happen for us.
drivers.
Buenos días, Angel. ¿Cómo está? Bien. You good?
The 12 donkeys in total. One seemed a little injured last night, but one guy's dead. They put something on him.
I think in there might be my gear. They're in the yellow bags.
Oh, no, he's looking pretty good. Alright. Second driver on the horse. Way to go.
Hola, Saddam. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está? So we're walking along. Tell we're getting close to town because over here on my right is an irrigation channel, and on my left is the water course we've been chasing all the way down the valley. Pretty big now. Started out as a little trickle at a campsite this morning. Randy's just trucking along. A lot of water flowing through here. See where that goes. Well, here we are, in the middle of a donkey jam. They burrow. Trying to get into Huayhuash, but there's a gate and a gatekeeper over there. We're waiting for Jorge to pay the toll man. And here he is. Yep. So we just finished mostly climbing out of that valley. Pretty cool gulch. Comes from Huayhuash. Had some lunch. Saw a lot of green parakeets. It was pretty warm down there, the warmest it's been. It's the trail. Now we're heading back up into the true alpine zones. Here's today's campsite.
Snowy top. Like the
Yeah, Diablo Mudo with the snowy, very snowy top. Apparently there's a route from the right side. You can run the ridge for a while, but we're gonna climb it from the other side, the back side. So in our campsite, we were on this little kind of island. These two streams have surrounded it. And man, I've never seen so many sheep. This is crazy. If these sheep were evil, it would be a bad night for sure. There's the herder. So this herd just came down. And then there's a whole nother one up on this hillside. Must be a few hundred sheep up there, probably 500 sheep all around us. There's Diablo Mudo again as we climb it. Randy and Roberto. Stuff out to dry in the tent.
They must lose quite a lot of sheep.
This is campsite on day 11. Not the 11th campsite because we've got a couple of two-nighters. The trip, everything's becoming pretty routine now. Everybody's pretty used to being outside. Randy and I got to camp today about 1:30 and jumped into the stream over yonder. It's very cold, but we stripped down to the skivvies and just washed up. Didn't really notice how cold it was because the sun was out. It was pretty nice. I'm continually fascinated by some of the fairly rudimentary waterworks that all the locals employ. There's one canal that somebody dug to pull off the stream. It starts by the White Horse, goes around the, following the contour. So there's this big U that kind of dammed it up a little bit. Some of the water escapes, but then there's another U, comes back and just skirts along the hillside for a long ways. It's this dark ribbon, kind of drops pretty fast, and you can see it way out into the distance. I can't even see where it ends, probably by somebody's house. Pretty ingenious. Valley we hiked up today, Huayhuash is out there, and farther off in the distance you get to Lima and the Pacific Ocean. Well, we always seem to be camped in these valley bottoms, which means that you get about 8 to 9 hours of direct sun a day, and that's it. Farther up the hillside, plenty of sunlight on these guys, but of course we're not there. I suppose it's probably better in the long run to be down low at night, but quite a chill comes on the air, and sit around after tea time and talk for a while, and then eventually it gets dark. We go into the tent until dinner time, do some reading. I'm about to head off there myself. Okay, everybody smile, make it look easy. June 1st, 8:15. Had omelets for breakfast. They were really good, everybody except Randy. Randy had saltines for breakfast. Cause why? Randy was sick last night.
Randy's still sick.
Randy's still sick. But he's making a good, strong effort. Day 12, headed to Kashpapa. 4-hour trek. We're back above 1,400 feet, 4,400 meters, and 14,000 feet. See, Randy's not that sick. And my breathing is still labored. Again. So it goes. The Hey Duke Lives segment of our program. There's a road cut into the hillside here. Not very wide, not very good, but it was done for exploring mining at the base of Diablo Mudo, and was active for a little while in exploration until a bunch of pro-tourism, pro-land groups came out and protested and threatened to destroy all of the machinery, and has since been abandoned, but still up for debate to whether to mine for minerals at the base of Diablo Mudo or not. Some nice clouds forming orographically over the high peaks of the Cordillera huayhuash. See them as they persist. Made it to the summit of a minor peak, just above our camp for today. You can see a whole lot back. That way is the road, I think, shook beyond the way that we came in. Up north is the Cordillera. Some other mountain range. We get into the huayhuash. Pan down here. See our campsite. Lots of clouds forming today. That's Diablo Mudo for tomorrow. Might be able to make out the scar of the mining road. It's the valley we came up. Here we have a nice orange stream. I don't know, maybe something growing on it. Maybe it's just more iron, sulfur. Kind of comes from all the way up Diablo Mudo. It's on Orange Lake up there. I'm going to check that out tomorrow. It's about 3:40 on June 2nd. This is what climbing at night looks like. Yep, it's dark. Sometimes you look around, turn on your bright light, try to find a cairn. We just did. Having a break. Left camp about 2:15 this morning. Heading up Diablo Mudo. Got a little stuffy nose, but feel pretty good otherwise. So, looking forward to the sunshine this morning. Just made it to the summit of Diablo Mudo a few minutes before 7. And as you can hear, there's no wind. Sunrise over Yorapahaha. Had the headlamps off for about an hour. It's quite nice. The cloudy peak there is Sulia Grande. Bunch of other great peaks here. Some footsteps going down the ridge. Coming up from the other way, there's another approach. Here we're looking west out to the Pacific Ocean. And this is back up north to the Cordillera Blanca. And that big peak you see above the clouds is Huascaran. There's Jorge checking in on his cell phone. This is a great climb across the ridge up here. Some ups and downs, some pretty good footwork, a little bit of axe work. Pretty fun. Learned a lot. And here's me. That's how I look in the full climbing regalia. Got the balaclava on today. It's a little bit colder than Pumarinri. Definitely more time on the snow than Pumarinri too. A lot of fun. Lots of fun. So Randy couldn't make it today. Last time up Pumarinri, his head was throbbing pretty badly. Pretty debilitating at the end of the day, so I decided to bag it, so I'll do one more pan for him. We're going to be walking down, not those tracks, I think, but down into this valley, down below. Can't see it because of the sun right now. Huayhuash Valley. We've got maybe a 4-hour, 5-hour walk ahead of us to get to the campsite in the lake. Been hiking down the Huayhuash Valley. Very nice. Lots of glaciers up there. Very nice stream. Stock animals making noise. This was an optional alternate route, which we set out to do for camp here. The valley to the left. Save that for some other trip. There's now a standoff between condors and some of the other cows coming in. The 3 cows that were by the downed one left it. There are 4 others that came down the hillside. Lots of other condors circling. So just made it to camp a little bit ago. We're chilling out. And so are the donkeys, the ever faithful ones. Although this one, not sure if he's chilling or if he's just pissed off. He's got his ears straight out. Hasn't moved for a couple of minutes. Maybe he's just decompressing. There's the rest of the herd. There's a little friend. He's been napping in the shade of our tent all afternoon with Randy and I next to us, but on the other side of the nylon. Dog's also styling. He's rocking pretty hard. He's got some dreadlocks. And he has some fleas. I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you with that. Okay, trekking log. June 2nd, Monday, 1700 hours. Got the Shirishanka and Rondoy Mountains in the background, squinting into the setting sun. This is the first camp in a long time where we've had sun past 4 p.m. Kind of nice. But the purpose of the log is to summarize the Diablo Mudo ascent. Got up this morning about 1:30. We're trekking at 2:15. Just Jorge and I made it up. A lot of rock, a lot of scree. Got to some snow at about 5:15. We were hiking 5:15 on the snow with crampons and roped up. It was very exciting, pretty fun ridge walk up and down the ridge. A couple of pretty steep pitches. Had some down climbing. Then we got up to the summit just shy of 7 a.m. So it was just a little over an hour and a half up there on the snow. No wind at all. We hung out there for about almost half an hour, I think. And then headed down. Had a really good time. And walked back through the Waukrish Valley and intercepted the rest of the crew at about 10:15, 10:30. And then rolled into camp for lunch. The summit topped out at about, I think it's right around 70,500 feet. It's 5,350 meters. Feeling pretty good. Not really a headache, just a little tired. But I actually got some pretty decent sleep all day yesterday. Got a bunch of bad allergies, probably from all the animals. A lot more dust at this campsite. It's kind of dirty, which is too bad. It's our last one. But now instead of looking at me, you can look at the great view, which is up there. Donkeys in the foreground and lots of great glacier action in the background. Well, I've been waiting to do this entry for a while. This is the if you like shit entry, come to the huayhuash. There is donkey poo, horse poo, cow poo, like you wouldn't believe, sheep dung everywhere the whole time, especially the last 2 days. Can't believe how many cows are here, and I'm so glad that the water is draining into this lake across these cow pies, and then we're boiling it and drinking it. At least I hope we're boiling it. So Randy, tell me, how does that apple taste?
Kind of pooey.
Kind of pooey. It's so great. Even at our campsite right now, our dining tent smells like shit because there is no place to set up the tent except over a bunch of like donkey crap. And you move your chair and you stir up some shit, and then that's what your lunch smells like.
Yep.
So that's the reality of it.
Right.
I don't know what the hell's on my boots. Oh my god, look at that. More shit. It's everywhere. Here's the other boot.
Any of mine? No, I'm clean.
No, Randy's pretty clean. We've been pretty good today. But yeah. That about sums it up. But I don't know, it's counterbalance. There's a good mountain view. Oh yeah, and the other thing, it started to get dusty yesterday, and with all this dust in the air, cow shit in the air, and dusty cow shit, my allergies are going crazy. Double dose of loratadine, and my nose is still on fire. Well, here's the rest of the crew coming down. We did a little Andean bushwhack. Now we're gonna rock around the rest of the lake. See how that goes. This is the upper end of Huayhuash looking back way down in the distance at our campsite. But there's this wall built here separating the kind of swampy river outlet. Divides it in about 1/3, 2/3. You can see it was pretty much built out of spite, because down at that end, there are no rocks on the plain. They carried them all down there. I think the wall gets a little shorter. And then you come up this way, and there are plenty more rocks. All the way up, past the houses, into the river. Oh yeah, and then there are the glaciers. Here it is, finishing the walk around the lake. I'd be kidding if I said this trip wasn't getting a little long in the tooth. It's getting kind of old. It's kind of hard to have the rest day. One day from being done. Actually wouldn't really recommend it. It's definitely a nice walk. It's just that kind of like to be done. Campsite might be the dirtiest one we've been in, which is also not very appealing. Rather be in Juarez with a clean bed. So got that to look forward to tomorrow. Yeah, walking back, maybe 4 or 5 hour walk to Yamak, then load up the bus, and then 4 to 5 hour drive to Juarez. So might be there, I don't know, around dinner time, maybe later, depending. It'll probably be dark when we roll into town. Tuesday, June 3rd. What day of the trek is this?
14.
14. What does that mean?
Means we only have half a day tomorrow
Half
to
a
trek
day.
out to the bus.
Oh baby. We're in our last campsite. Then here, this will be our second night. Medical report for tonight at about 6:10 p.m.
Bloody snot still.
I still got bloody snot too.
Day one.
We got some pretty bad allergies kicked up. I think a lot of freaking stock animals and dust. So that's not so good, but it's all right. Headaches are
gone.
pretty much a thing of the past.
Yep.
We're sleeping head to foot in this tent arrangement because my side of the tent somehow slopes up this way, down this way, and Randy's slopes
the
other way. So that's what we're doing. That's quite the incredible piece of ground.
There's a huge hole
Right
there.
Yep. Big hole.
So my head would fall in.
Yep. Well, back to the medical report. It's mostly mental, psychological at this point. It's like, did we really need this rest day today? No, we did not.
No.
But we got it anyway. If we've realized that if we go to sleep sooner, then tomorrow might start sooner, and we could get back to Juarez and do a shower. Not to say that it was a bad trip by any means. It's just getting kind of long.
Yeah. 12 days would have been perfect.
Yeah, that really would have been.
Yeah.
Got some treats here. Really haven't found too many people to give stuff away to. Hopefully in Yamak will give away a lot of pens. So lots of candies we've collected over the trip too. Some of the entertainment that's kept us sane. Never Cry Wolf by Farley Moat. Although this is a really quick read, I'm almost done with that. There's Farley. It's the back cover. The Alpinist, number 46. This one has been well read. Kiara read it. Randy's almost all the way through. Then we've got, for Ben the Champion reader here, or the Champion book, is Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. Took about 12 or 13 days to get through. That sucker is dense. We also had Deep Survival. That's not in our tent right now. We loaned that out.
Got that one.
Yeah, so anyway, critical material. That's about it. So I just thought of another way to kill time. Talking about critical supplies for the trip. The Goal 0 Guide 10 Plus recharger. It's got this nice USB output. Got a micro USB to plug into this camera. that I've got, and it just recharges it. So no external battery on this camera. That's how it's done. Randy brought in, I don't know, about five batteries for his. Has gone through how many?
3.
3 total. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Anyway, pretty lightweight, especially when the donkeys carry it for you. Nighttime at camp, just before dinner time. Couple of lights on, dining tent, cook tent. A couple of other groups at our site. Off there in the distance, really bright moon. That's what that little speck is. And spectacular glow of the moonlight off of the snow and glaciers on the mountains. Can't see it because we don't have enough gain on this camera, but it's off there in the darkness. Day 15, June 4th, Wednesday. Walking out to Yamak, to the Big Canyon. Haven't really done this before.
When I start lightening my weight, I do a lot more body weight.
Kind of walking this old road, cutting to the hillside, way off.
TRX,
Maybe 4 hours to go.
I do a lot of that kind of.
Here's some flora we haven't seen before. A cactus. We're down at around, I don't know, 3,600 meters, making our way into Yamak. The warmest it's been probably the entire trip. Not surprisingly. Plenty of good spiny things. Seen a couple of hummingbirds today. They are a whole bunch of sized hummingbirds, pretty big ones. Small ones too. And quite a long descent ahead of us still. Back across the valley, you can kind of see some more terraced fields. Definitely getting back to a place where a lot more people live. We're heading over there, although I'm not quite sure. Well, the trek is ending. Here we are coming back to Yamak. All of the shiny roofed buildings over there. Be down there in, I don't know, 15-20 minutes probably. Looking back up the valley is Pokpa, where we started, a few kilometers up the valley. You can see a road down there, some power lines, more terraces, and then the direction we head out back to Shikwian, then up to the main road, and back to Huayhuash. So here we are walking through Yamak. They're paved streets. It's a flat surface that's really novel. Haven't had that for 2 weeks. Got a little fountain city center coming up here. Nice cactus on the wall. This is about 1:45. Had a pretty good quick walk this morning. Probably get some lunch or get on the bus and then stop somewhere. Oh, the Central Plaza is surprisingly quiet. There it is, nonetheless. Alright, here we are packing up. Got all the donkeys unloaded. Everybody's getting clean. Randy's sorting gear. Stopped right next to the really nice river here. I think we hiked up next to this on our first and second days. There's a soccer stadium out here. The match going on. People are sprinting around at like 11,000 feet. Which maybe we could do for a little while now, but probably not too long. Other crews leaving. So we're feeling pretty good. Done with the trek. We just finished it yesterday afternoon. Cleaned up, ate breakfast for about 3 hours this morning. I finished the urn of coffee there. They had to make some more. Randy ate them out of about everything else. And now we are going shopping. I got my Gringo in the Tropics outfit on. See the linen shirt, the tan pants, the white hat, and then of course the performance footwear. The mission is brightly colored blankets and hats and maybe some gloves, preferably all alpaca. Randy and Kiara spotted an ATM. We're gonna go and withdraw and spend money. Help out the local economy. Randy's also got his Gringo in the Tropics outfit on, which is basically shorts.
Under Armour shorts.
Under Armour shorts. So later in the day, we've returned successfully from our manic shopping trip where I bought every manner of soft goods. These are hats. Actually, this green one is one I traded arm warmers to Jorge for. These three we got the day before, a couple weeks ago actually. I think I bought 7 or 8 more hats today. Some socks, a couple scarves, and some blankets for Randy got one, I got one. 20 soles a piece. It's a steal. So here's Juarez at night. Garbage trucks play music and civil announcements, I think. Mountains. Still a little bit lighter than town, catching the last bit of sun. Oh, sunrise again in Juarez. Randy taking photos of the mountains.
Tallest peak in the tropics.
Yeah, Las Gran Sur, 6,700 meters. We're just enjoying our last breakfast. I got to drink a lot of coffee because there's nobody else here apparently. And about 3.5 hours before we head down to the bus station. Go shopping. A few more things that I probably don't need. Local police. And yeah, just kind of hang out. We've got pretty relaxed travel days ahead of us here, about 36 hours of travel. We'll be back home in Seattle. I did the wrong thing again.